Hello guys, welcome to Cognitive Hub Talent Tutorials. So in this video, I am going to explain about one of the use cases that I have seen in the comments of my channel. One of the subscribers has mentioned like he is having such type of use case. Now I am going to explain what is the use case, and I am going to explain you what is the new component that I am going to explain here and how we can achieve that. So now without wasting any time, let's dive into the topic, guys. So first of all, I would like to tell you what is the exact use case that he mentioned about. So what he was saying is, so basically he is having a input directory where he is having some group of files, and again he is having some other target directories there, and there after doing some processing and all, he is having the output files as well. Like what are the input files that he is having? So he's having the same I don't know what is the intermediate job that he was doing or whatever the processing that he was doing, but what he mentioned was input file in the input directory we will be having the files, and in the output directory we will also be having the files. Like after doing some processing, they are placing the output files in the some particular target directory. So I think this use case will be mostly helpful for this support team or people who are gonna test the input and output cases. So if that is the case, like if the if the input directory contains some list of files, and if you want to test whether you are getting the same files as like input directory in the target directory or not, that I am going to explain how we can compare those. So if there is any mismatch between the files, from the input file and output file, sorry, input directory file and output directory file, so we need to push some message, like we need to show some message. So how we can do that is using the t file compare option. So for everything, as I already mentioned, whatever the input file name that is present in the input directory, the same file name should be present in the target directory. So what he said was the file name should needs to be matched, and the contents inside the files should also needs to be matched. So like that we need to check whether those two the files are matching or not. So for that, what I took was, we have a talent videos folder here, so where these are all the input files which is having some data. Now if you consider this from remote directory, we are having again some data here. Like I just copied all the files, but let me remove couple of files. Yeah, I am removing couple of files here. So in talent videos we have a total 11 files, and if you consider the from remote, there is only 9 items. So that means, and I just copied all the files from that particular folder to this folder. That means all the contents inside that are also same. So when we run the job, we need to get all the 9 files as a matching and other 2 files as not matched. And I think it will say something like file not matched, but what we can do is, I'm just unzipping it. I just undo. I just click the undo because I don't want to make this, and I want to remove the data inside this. So I'm opening with the help of Notepad++, and I'm deleting the data. That means whenever if your job starts executing, it will automatically creates an empty file with that particular file name. If you have t file output delimiter or something like t file output xml or whatever it may be, if there is a output component with respect to the file, then it will automatically first create a file, and then it will do the processing and will store the data. So even though if the job fails, there will be a file in the target directory. That's why I am not deleting any file here, but I am deleting the contents inside the file. Now if you consider this, from remote, we didn't have any data in the denormalized file, but we have data in the the talent videos folder. Similarly for the tflow iterate also, I don't want any data here, so I am removing all and I am saving it. And now if you consider this, we have 0 kb 0 kb. Now for this particular 2 files, we need to get the output as false, and for the remaining things we need to get the output as true. So that is what we need to do. I think you got the point of what is the exact use case that I am going to do here. So for that, what I am doing is, I am considering the t file list component here. Oh, the studio was a little bit stuck. one second. Yeah, now t5 list. Now you need to configure this thing. So for the directory case, I am giving the input directory, not the output directory here. So the input directory is the talent videos. So I am selecting that, and we need to compare based upon this folder only. And the file list type is files. We need to include the files, not the including the subdirectories. And for the file mask, I am including all. Like I don't want to compare only the list of files. I want to compare all like all files present in that particular folder. And if you want only want to compare only few files which is having some particular expression, like some particular regular expression, you can include that regular expression, like ending with underscore file, or which is having only .txt. If you want to consider only those, then you can click star.txt. Like you can enter star.txt here. And this is like this is the configuration for t5 list. And once this is done, then we need to connect it over tjava. So for before going to the tjava, I am connecting it over iterate to tjava. So what I am doing is, in the tjava, before going to tjava, the configurations, I am gonna create two context variables here. One is for input file path, and another one is for input file. Both are strings I am considering, and I am not giving any default values for this. But for now, first case, I want to print those two variables. So for that, system.out.println, I think it got again stuck. Println context dot input file, and the same for the below one as well, input file path. And but in order, before going to print those, what I am doing is, so context dot input file path is equals to, and context dot input file is equals to. So we need to assign two values here. For that, I am using the component variables. So if you have any idea about component variables, that is well and good. If you don't have any idea, then please go to my previous lectures on component variables and you will get some idea there. So for the input file path, I am giving the path here. Sorry. And similarly for file, I am giving the current file path. Ending with semicolon. So that's it for now. I am running the job now. So this is to check what are the values for the context.input file path and context.input file. So I am running this. If you consider, we will be having the output here. Let me maximize this. So if you consider this, this is the input path and this is the input file name. I think we can go ahead with this. Okay. Yeah. So what you can do is, we can take one more component. This is for input directory, and similarly for we have or what we can do, first of all, I will tell you one scenario. So let us assume this is the case. I am not printing these two items now, and now I am taking the component known as tfile compare, and I am connecting tjava with, not to iterate, I think on component okay will be fine. No, I think I need to make iterate, because for every iteration we need to make it as iterate. So I am connecting over iterate here, and for this we need to click what is the type of comparison mode. So this component needs some configuration, and what is this is, so comparison mode is not in binary, we need to compare it in text mode. And it is asking for what is the file to compare and what is the reference file as well. So for this, all both of us, both the folders, whether the from remote or talent videos, both are present under the D folder. So just for in case, I am clicking only the D here. So D folder, yeah, and the same for B down one as well. And for the input directory, what I am doing is, yeah, so for the input directory we have from I think talent paste videos slash, and for the output here, for the file name context dot file name, sorry, input file name, input file. Similarly for here, from remote slash plus context dot input path. So now what I am doing is, here job name it is saying, instead of job name I want the file needs to be compared or not. So context dot input file. Similarly here as well, context dot. So these are like what is the output that you want to print here, it is asking for. So just I am printing it like that particular file is matched or not, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything extra. File differ and file identical. So that's it, this is the configuration that I need to do. So this is for the input directory, the first files to compare is for input directory, and the below one is for reference file. That means what is the target directory that you want to make, and if the differences are detected, then what should be the message that you want to be printed in the console, and if there is no differences, then what should be the message to be printed. So again, if this is not the case, like if there is a match, like let us see what is the output here. So if you run, if there is a mismatch, then it should print as not identical. If there is no match, well, let me check what is the configuration we get. Yeah, files differ. If not, we will be getting either identical or not. So if you consider this, for the auto increment files are identical, for denormalize it is files differ, and float to iterate files differ, and all the rest of the things files are identical. So why? Because we are getting only 2 as file differ is, we change the content, like we remove the complete content from the input folder, like sorry, this is the input folder and this is the remote folder. So we remove the contents from this denormalize underscore file and flow to iterate file. That is why it is coming it like empty. So I am changing one more thing here. Here we have auto underscore increment dot txt, and I am just removing the one column here, and I am saving it, and I am running it again. So if you see this, now we will be getting total 3 files as a differ. Yeah, if you consider this, total 3 files are differ and all the rest of the things are identical. So this is how we need to compare the input and output directory in the case of testing, or just because if you want to do manually, then it will be a huge task. But if we have all the input files and output files, and if you know what are the exact directories that you have, then you can simply take that. And even though if the target directory is in the remote server, you can retrieve the complete files into your local system using some TFTP get, as I already explained it before about that component. You can retrieve it and store it in your local system and use that particular folder in the T file compare. And if you don't want to make this thing also in the here hard code it, you can make it in the context variable, or again if you have a better approach, you can go ahead with that. So this is all about this T file compare component, guys. So that is all about this video, guys. Thank you for watching.